Hey guys, Johnny along today. SHADA KA KA. SHADA KA KA. I don't know what that means. This just sounds good. SHADA KA KA. I'm gonna put it on my shirt. SHADA KA KA. You can tell it's kind of hot in here too, man. Look, I'm shining. Man, look at me shining. Well, you shining like new money. Maybe I should turn the L. Maybe I should. Alright then. Anywho, today we're gonna talk about the P bass. This is a P bass with a jazz pickup in the rear. Alright, so we're gonna talk about this bass. What made this bass so extraordinary? Let's talk about it. Well, basically, it came out in the early 50s, alright? And it had a different body style when it came out. So let's talk about the P bass and let's talk about bass period. What makes that bass different from any other bass? This P bass. Well, first of all, is the body. The whole body makes this thing different. Look at it. Look at the body, how thick it is, how big it is. The early P basses had a thicker body, and they weighed something like almost 13, 14 pounds, maybe 15. They were oak trees. But they sound amazing. Like the 51 Ps, those things are like trees. But they sound amazing. Ask Sting. Okay, now let's go through the bass. All right, a bass has a neck. This is a neck. On the neck, it has a headstock. This is the headstock. You see that? On the top of the headstock is tuners. All right? And then when you leave the tuners and the headstock, you get to the fretboard. And that's a fretboard. All right? They come in maple, rosewood, they come in wingay, they come in Bacardi. They come in, I know I said that wrong, Bacardi. They come in all kinds of woods. Mostly maple and rosewood. But you know, rosewood now has like 85,000 names instead of saying rosewood. And in the olden days, the fretboard on the P bass came with clay dots. And a lot of people didn't even know that. It was like, really? Clay dots? Yeah, they were clay dots. Real cool too. And real rosewood. All right? So on the fretboard, you have lines. Each line separates another line, and there's notes between the lines. Okay? If you just starting out playing bass, quick school right here. All right? So there's notes on every line. All right? There's actually 4 notes on every line. Did you know that? There's 1 note there, 1 note there, 1 note there, and 1 note there. And actually, on the open notes, like an E, A, D, G. All right? We call them open. Anytime you say open, E, A, D, G. Open. All right? Now, next comes in different sizes. We don't have to get into the sizes because you just learned about your bass. All right? Let's learn about the pickup. This front pickup, it's a set called P pickup. They come in a set. They got 2 poles for 1 string, 2 strings, and two poles for the other 2 strings. Right? They actually got 2 poles for each string. That's what you got. Some of them come 1 pole per string. It depends on who's making it. Then you have a jazz pickup. The P pickup, y'all, sounds like if you go in your kitchen and get a pot and a spoon, and if you hit that pot, it'll sound like this. It'll sound like that. Well, close to that anyway. All right, well, on the jazz pickup, which is that long pickup in the back, it's very up in your face. It gives you this. That's that true Jocko sound. Everything's real staccato, real up in your face, right there, as soon as you hit it. So the jazz pickup, like I said, is right up in your face, but the P pickup is very broad sounding. I call it broad sounding. Now, if you put them both together, they give you a very distinguished sound like this. This is the P by itself. See how fat and thick this sounds? Now here's the jazz by itself. Put them both together. Woo! You got a monster. Now, what's the difference between a P bass and a jazz bass? I don't know. I just so happen to have a jazz bass nearby. Now, the difference between this bass and that bass is tone. Neck is different, tone is different, and the body is shaped different. All right, the body is a little faster, a little slimmer. The neck, normally on the jazz bass, you have blocks. All right, in the old jazzes, they came with blocks, and some came with actually came with the clay dots. And the pickups are different on this bass, but this is an early '60s bass. Right? Does it sound different? Oh heck yeah! Plays different, sound different. The neck on P basses are kind of thick. Now they're making P's kind of thin. When you start making them kind of thin, they sound a little light on the butt. And the jazz basses are very fast and articulate. And the notes are right in your face. Where a P bass, the thicker the neck is, the more bottom booty you get. I just want to bring that about today, y'all. SHADA KA KA. But anyway, so that's my thing on the intake. So I don't know. Maybe it can help some of you guys who just learning, but you pros and stuff like that. Man, y'all ain't no need for y'all to look at my stuff, man, because y'all be like, oh, dude, we already know that. And I'm like, all right, dude, thank you, him. But the guys who learning, they're like, man, that's pretty neat. Anywho, check out my P. Check it out. Bottom. P. Jazz. Both. This joint is killer, right? So I like jazz and P's because they give me a different sound. Some people don't like jazz and P's together. Some people just like regular jazz basses. And then some people just like regular P's. You know, I like them all. Maybe you should too. Maybe you should get what feels good to you. Johnny Lee Long. And man, it's hot in this studio because I didn't turn any air on. But who fault is that? Johnny Lee Long, peace out.